Hey everybody, welcome back to our show. How's everyone doing out there? I know you can't talk to us. This is a pre-recorded show.
Right. It's been a while though.
We took a few weeks. We got a little
slip.
busy there.
We started to slip like we did the first run of the show when we had Jeremy and Cheese, but we weren't going to let it happen this time. We brought it back, refocused.
Yes. Moment of silence for our friend Jeremy. He's not around right now. He's not dead. He's just busy.
God, I should probably let Jeremy.
I do
know
miss
he
Jeremy
died.
though. I miss talking to Jeremy. I don't miss Cheese, but I do miss Jeremy.
Yeah, we went over that whole drama.
Oh.
So, wow. So we pretty much skipped all of November. Like that just didn't happen, right? It was. Did we record in November?
Yeah, the last show we did, we covered the Walking Dead premiere.
Oh, we did. So okay. So I guess we did.
So a lot of things have happened since then, and we're going to cover them.
Yeah.
So the holiday season is here. It's December now, and Christmas time is here.
Yep.
Hanukkah time is here. All those different holidays.
And I know as these seasons come up, it's hard to keep track of what games. So what I'm going to do for you guys, I got it pulled up here. All the games that are coming out, just so you know.
Bags put the list together. Good. I don't have to start
yes.
shuffling through the internet.
All right, so I'll start with ones that just came out. We had Final Fantasy 15 came out.
Yes. Final Fantasy 15, a different take on the Final Fantasy kind of
that's
game
next
mechanics,
episode.
right? For the
my god, there's gonna be so much of that next episode. Just we'll leave that there. Watch Dogs 2 for any of you Watch Dogs fans. I'm not one, but I know there's out there.
I heard
that came out.
It didn't do so good on its release, like its first game.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, its first game was kind of a letdown. Honestly, they hyped it up.
Yeah, I heard the first game was a huge letdown. Like, just it was a really bad like Grand Theft Auto clone with hacking. Woo.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wiggling my fingers when I say that.
Let's see. I'm gonna skip anything that's like iPhone games because fuck iPhone games. We have something called The Dwarves. We have Maze. We have Rad Rogers World 1. Those two were PC. The Dwarves is on everything. Fury, no idea. This next one actually came out December 2nd. It's called Steep. This is it's kind of an action sport MMO. I was looking at it on Steam. It looks pretty cool, actually. What's
it called again?
Steep. It's like you're an action sports star, but it's like an MMO. So you can do like those little squirrel flying suits, skiing.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Snowboarding. Yeah, but it's MMO, and I'm curious on how they pulled that off. It's received really good reviews. The only negatives that I've seen so far is that the price is a little steep at $60. So that tells me there's probably not a lot of content. But,
ooh, and it's Ubisoft.
Yeah, Ubisoft. So that's another.
It's another red flag. But we'll give it hope. Rainbow Six Siege is still a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You know, but this isn't a Rainbow Six game. This is like an extreme sports game.
We got Super Mario Maker.
We did go over sports games last time and how they shouldn't be as overpriced as they are. But this looks a little impressive.
It does. I looked at it for a little bit earlier. So we got Super Mario Maker for the Nintendo 3DS. That's already been out on the Wii and had good success. I've watched videos on that. It looks really cool. You create Mario levels. We have Arizona Sunshine on the Oculus Rift and the Vive. I have no idea. Don't know. Didn't research this game. Just got a list for you guys. If you think it sounds interesting, go out. Shadow Tactics. The Last Guardian comes out December 6th.
Last
That's
Guardian
in 2 days
finally out.
from now. Yeah.
The Fractured But Whole's coming out this month as well.
Is it? I thought that was pushed back.
Oh, was it?
I'm pretty sure that was pushed back to sometime next year. Earlier.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I hate delays. It sucks.
I do too. But I just hope it's because they're going to make it better. Werewolves Within, December 6th. Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. It's an Android game.
So they're putting out another Apollo Justice because they just released another Ace. I don't know if they just released it, but there was an Ace Attorney game that just came out on the Wii not the Wii market, the DS market, the little DS market that you can buy games on.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad to see another one.
This is Android, so I don't know what.
Oh, it's an Android game.
Yeah.
I wonder if they took the original game and put it on Android. That's probably what they did.
Space Hulk Deathwing. I'm going to look at this game.
Space Hulk. I'm looking forward to that one.
What is that? Tell me about this one, because I haven't looked at it.
Space Hulk is... I could have sworn for a while it was out, but then I heard that was a third party, like... that was a third party
version of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's it says here it's a first person shooter.
It is a first person shooter, and
okay.
The original game that I'm thinking about was an older game that came out on 2013. And I think it was a Warhammer 40K game, but there's a new Space Hulk coming out.
Nice.
And I think it has nothing to do with Warhammer 40K.
You're looking over. Okay.
I'm looking up where it is because they had it all over the store. I was gonna pull up the ad right now, but I'm not seeing it on the Steam page anymore because I saw the ads for it all over, and I was like, "Wait, didn't this game already come out?"
So
because I saw no lead up to it.
No lead up.
Yeah, I haven't heard the game being mentioned or anything. It just started being advertised, at least for me, on Steam.
Yeah, I saw it on one of the early or upcoming games. There we go. That was it. What was on today. One that I'm kind of looking forward to, but I'd have to play Sam's Xbox One when it's Bastion. It's this little cartoony looking role playing game. It's
let's check that out. Right on.
It's pretty cool. It's for Xbox One only though, so that makes me a little sad, but whatever. We have The Little Acre. No idea what that's about. That comes out December 13th. Another December 13th game for PS4 only is Wild's Gun Reloaded. That's a 2D platforming game. I've seen a little about it. It looks pretty cool. I like 2D platformers for the most part.
Okay, here we go. The new Space Hulk game is a expansion of the original Warhammer 40K Space Hulk game. It's a first person shooter developed by Steam on on my bad. Strayamon, whatever. I read that as Steam. Strayamon Studio with assistance from Cyanide and published by Focus Home Interactive. The game is set in the Warhammer 40K universe and based upon the strategy board game Space Hulk. The game is to be released December 9th, so that's in a few days actually.
There's
and then on PC early 2017.
Yeah.
It's December 9th for PC, early 2017 for consoles.
Yeah, that's what it says here, December 9th. Yeah. We've got...
Right on. Unreal 4 engine. That's going to be great.
Here's another one that's coming out that I've put a little research into. It's called Eagle Flight. This is for the Vive. It's for the Vive. So it's a... oh my god. A virtual reality game. There we go. Sorry. But you're this bird, and it just takes you on tours.
Again, Ubisoft, huh?
Yeah, another Ubisoft game. But it looks really cool. And the fact that it's from Ubisoft shows... It's one of the first time I've seen a bigger name game company getting into the VR stuff, which is hopeful. I know there's been some other ones, but Ubisoft is pretty big to me. And I'm surprised that they got into it, to be honest.
Eagle Flight. So what is it, just like trick flying as an eagle and your friends got to keep up? Because it looks like it's multiplayer.
Yeah, that's pretty much right. But what caught my attention is that you're going around these famous cities around the world, and it's supposed to be really detailed models of these cities.
Okay.
So that sounds pretty cool to me. Go around seeing some naked lady in Paris or something. Fly through some, I don't know, terrorist camp. You're like, whoa.
That'd be great if it was that. What's like that? That'd be amazing. This looks fun, though. This looks like it'd be a really fun VR game.
Yeah. So that means...
Wow, look at those maps.
I think next year's the year we're going to have to buckle down and get that VR.
Yeah, we're going to have to hunker down and get us a VR. One of us is going to have to get a VR device.
Yeah, probably me. So, also, December 20th for you guys, Walking Dead Season 3, A New Frontier comes out on all platforms. You were talking about this last time, right? The Telltale games?
Oh, yeah.
So that one's coming out for people who are really interested in that.
Yeah, The New Frontier. A New Frontier. Wow, check that out. Is that another Telltale? It is another Telltale game, isn't it?
Yep.
That's really weird that they're not just calling it Season 3, so I wonder how long it's going to be. I wonder if it's going to be a big game, if it's going to be episodic.
I don't know. A New Frontier makes it sound like it's starting something new. Maybe a new...
Maybe. It's got the girl from the first two games. She looks a little older.
Maybe. I don't know how those end, so I have no idea.
I need to finish them. I hear the Walking Dead one is fantastic, so I'm going to finish up that one, go on to Season 2, and I guess I'll get A New Frontier. Right now I'm saving up money and kind of pinching my pennies for IkiCon in Austin coming up in New Year's. Well, December 30th to New Year's. In Austin, Texas, could be fun at the Renaissance Hotel in Austin. So if anybody's going, I'm gonna be there. I'll be definitely cosplaying One Punch Man, but I'll also probably be doing Rick from Rick and Morty and 24 from the Venture Brothers.
I think it's time to retire the Rum Punch Man.
Not yet.
Punch Man thing.
Not for another. It's all, I've only used it for a year. I've only used it at 2 conventions. I give my costumes 3 conventions, maybe 4, before I give them a break. And if it's a exceptionally good costume, I'm gonna try to do like multiple costumes at conventions, like a lot of people I know now. So I was new to it, and I was just doing 1, and all these people I met, they do like 2, 3, maybe 4 costumes throughout the course of the convention, and it really trips me out. So after this convention and after the next A-Con, I'm definitely gonna dilute the One Punch Man costume and probably put it to like an evening one, like wear it one evening and then move on to my next ones, because I have a bunch of other ideas I want to start changing into, and it's time to move on, and I'll put it to rest and bring it back later.
Nice.
Like I'm doing with my Spider-Maid costume, putting it to rest for a little bit. Maybe I might do it for a night at IkiCon.
So we got 2 more games. Don Bradman Cricket 17. If you're into cricket, I mean, let me tell you my experience with cricket.
Do you know
one of my
play?
friends, one of my coworkers, I wouldn't say friend, coworker, who was a little molesty because he said he wanted to touch my child and kiss him. But anyway, we're not talking about that.
Ooh.
He convinced me to watch cricket.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I have no idea what it's about. So I sat down, pulled it up.
Is it anything like baseball?
You hit a ball with a stick?
That's the only thing? There's a pitcher and a batter?
Yeah, basically. But I won't get into rules, but this is how long this game is, okay? A team was batting, all right? I watched them bat for a good 2 hours. I went to bed. I slept for a good 5, 6 hours.
Go on ungodly long.
I woke up and this same team was batting. The other team hadn't even gotten a turn yet. I was like, what the hell kind of game? This game it's not called halftime. It's called lunch break. Okay? You have fucking lunch breaks in this game. I don't know. But if you're into it, and it's a really popular sport around the world, I'd look into that. I've heard good reviews about the cricket games in the past. Final one this year is December 22nd as well, and that's Roller Coaster Dreams for PS4 and PSVR. What's with the roller coaster games lately?
They did release Roller Coaster Tycoon World or something like that.
I don't think it's a tycoon. I don't think it's part of that series.
There was a Roller Coaster Tycoon that was recently released. I'm gonna pull it up.
It's on Steam. There's a new one that just came out that's really popular. It's like Roller Coaster World or something where I don't know.
Oh, you mean Coaster Planet?
Yeah.
Planet Coaster. There we go. It's called Planet Coaster.
Everyone's talking about that. I'll have to check that out too when I get money. There's so much money being spent.
This is the game you should buy instead of the new Roller Coaster Tycoon, because I hear the new Roller Coaster Tycoon took a big dump.
Well,
if it hasn't been released already.
All right, so that's what we got coming up this year. The big ones for me, of course, are The Last Guardian and Final Fantasy 15, which is already out. So that's up to you guys. The information's there for you now. Do a little more research if anything sounds cool. Moving on. First thing, we've been talking about it a while. This game's been out a little bit now. It's been out. But I promised a review. I promised my opinion, so I'm going to deliver it. So, Civ 6. It's an RTS game. Civilization, empire, building. If you don't know what Civilization is, you've been under a rock for the last 20 years, and you need a lot more.
Game.
You need to go somewhere else, get help. It's been out. If you call yourself a gamer, you have at least heard of it. You may not have picked it up ever, but you've heard of it. So...
Did they change the system? Did they improve on it? Is it the same system with some better tweaks? What's up with it?
So at the heart, it's the same game. This game, you pick your empire, your civilization, your leader, and you just, go. So typically, if you've played these anything at all, you know early on that you want to pick your win strategy, whether it's going to be global conquest, whether it's going to be a science victory, a cultural, whatever, religious. There's different ways to win the game, and you got to decide early on. So that's all the same. It's very, very pretty. It's, yeah, I cannot fault it on the graphics. And let me say, before I get further in, this is a really good Civ game. If you were going to start the series, if you haven't picked it up, this would be a good one to start on. Civ 5, great game. Before the expansions, though, it wasn't as good.
It was lacking.
It was lacking. This game is better than Civ 5 was, and it's arguably better than Civ 5 with its best expansions. We're not talking about the Outer World or whatever. That expansion sucks for Civ.
Oh, you mean what is it? I have that one. Civ what's it called? Civilization, Galactic Civilization?
I don't know, but
I only played it for a little bit because it was the exact same thing as Civ 4.
Yeah.
I mean, is Civ it's Civ 5. It's the exact same thing as Civ 5. Ooh, in space. But it was fun.
So it wasn't
novel. I enjoyed it.
So this game, it has a few new leaders, a few new things here. So let's go over to the civilizations real fast. Most of these you will recognize.
Beyond Earth is what it's called.
Yeah, Beyond Earth. There you go. We have America, Arabia, Aztecs, Brazil, China, Egypt, England, France, Germany, 2 Greece. One of them good, one of them not so good, in my opinion. India, Japan, Congo, which is a new one. And some people say they're bad. I disagree. I think Congo's really good. Norway, Rome, Russia, Scythia, Spain, and Samaria. I won't read the leader names because I would slaughter half of them, but those are what you have. And there's a couple more expecting. Poland and a second Spain are expected. In terms of who's good, who's bad, it honestly depends on your play style. That's one thing that they did improve on, in my opinion, is that before it was almost like if you were going to win, you either won through conquest or you won through science. They toned down the science, made conquest a little higher, so it really evened it out. So if you wanted to, you can win through culture now. You can win through religion.
Yeah.
And that's really cool. And because of that, because they have that, a lot of different civilizations are good, and they're good in certain things. If I had to pick top tier or well-rounded ones, I would probably pick Germany, Rome are probably the best 2. Russia is another really good one. Gorgo, which is one of the Greek, they're really good. Those are just well-rounded to me. If you wanted to go something specific, there's a ton of others. Those are just the ones that felt good that I played. I would really, really avoid America in this one. To me, they're pure garbage. And Gilgamesh, which is Samaria, felt like trash. It just didn't feel good. And that's just my playstyle. Maybe they're good. That's just my humble opinion. I'm not a pro at this game, so yeah. That's what I think. The base of the game, the core is the same. You start off with your city and you're trying to conquer. You're trying to expand. And yeah, so the core is the same. There are a lot of differences. For example, now cities are more than one square. Before you had just city square, and that was it for the city. There was nothing else. You could build upgrades on tiles. But now they added things called districts, and that's an extension of the city itself. And depending on what districts you put around this city, increases what the city can do. Certain districts can only be built on certain types of tiles, and it really adds a nice dynamic to the game because it gives you more options to customize each city, and it gives you more options as to how you're going to win the game.
Yeah. Okay. Right on.
City growth is different. They added housing, so different districts and different tile upgrades add housing now, and that helps you grow. So housing was in the before it was just like food based, and how much food you had really increased how much your population go. Now you got to have housing, which is nice, amenities and stuff like that. Workers are gone. They were replaced with builders, and they have a limited number to use. The civics tree. This is a new tree that is, I don't know, it runs parallel, I guess you'd say, to the tech tree. So, you know, in past games, you had the science tech tree that as you built through it, you know, allowed you to open and unlock other things. Civics tree, same concept, except this one is with governments and cultural stuff.
Okay.
So now you unlock your governments through culture. So if you have your culture higher, you unlock new governments, which unlocks these little, I guess they're traits. They're like policy cards, and you can create your government policies by putting in different cards. So some of them like make you do more damage against barbarians. Some of them lower the cost of your army, increase trade, stuff like that. Depending on the government, depends on where the number of available card slots you have for each. There's 4 different categories. They escape me right now what the names are, but that's, yeah. So you got these different categories where you can put in these different slots, which is really cool. It really adds a lot more depth to the game, in my opinion. You got all these, I don't know, there's just so much that they added, and it feels really good. None of it feels bad. None of it feels clunky. If you were experienced in the game and you know, played it a lot, you come into this, you get the idea like, okay, I want to play this, and this is what I want to do based on how I played the game before. But now how you get to that ultimate victory is a lot different.
Yeah.
Barbarians are a lot more organized in this game. They will actually send scouts out, see where they want to attack your city from, and then they'll raid it hard. And barbarians are the big bag of dicks. I hate these fuckers. They're so annoying. Especially now that they're more organized. They're always annoying, but now that they're more organized, it really just, yeah.
Yeah.
City-states, one big thing that they did with them, which really helps it, is that each city-state, to be the suzerain, or however you pronounce it, you gotta send, I don't know, I guess embassy, little counter people. And as you send more, you unlock more and more perks. So whether it be like you get more gold in your capital city, or you get more culture or whatever. And when you're the suzerain, you unlock the ultimate perk, and it gives you a big bonus. So depending on what you want to do, how you want to win, decides on what city-states you want to focus, that you want to ally with, that you want to be in control of. And that's really cool. I mean, overall, I have very, very few complaints about this game. If I had to say anything, I'd say the AI is a little easy. I'm not playing on Deity, which is the hardest mode, but I'm playing on 1 step or 2 steps below that. And before, it was pretty challenging. Now, I'm not better at the game, so I know that its AI is just a little easier. Yeah. And that's the game, man. I'm so happy. I was so worried that they were going to
It's a good RTS. Good strategy.
It is really, really good game, dude.
That's good to hear. I'll have to pick it up soon. Hopefully when it's on sale. I do like Civ a lot.
The winter sale is coming up here in a couple months, so maybe.
Maybe. Oh, right on, man. Right on. Anything else you'd like to add in about the game? Anything that you thought was particularly cool that you may not have brushed over?
Man, I think I covered that pretty damn in depth. First of all, actually, you can merge troops.
Oh, really?
And roads are built by trade routes. So if you want to road somewhere between your cities or somewhere else, you have to open a trade route, and that'll create a road. So you don't have a worker go and build roads anymore.
Oh, that's really cool, man.
Yeah. I mean, other than that, the only thing I'd say is if you haven't bought this game, go out and get it. If I had to rate it on the conventional, 1 to 10 scale, I'd give it a 9. A solid 9.
A solid 9?
Yeah. And that's good. I mean, yeah,
well,
it's a damn good game. A lot
of the Civ games are really good, so I'm not surprised you gave it such a high rating.
Yeah. And, I mean, I don't know what more to say. I felt I covered it pretty well. I mean, what do you got for us today, Bong? I've talked for like 15 minutes.
That's good though. Today, woohoo! Oh boy, here we go. Some news from the past, a blast from the past from 3 years ago. Well, let me just start off with what I've been playing recently. We'll be getting into Pokemon Sun and Moon in our next topic here, but I've been playing. I got Doom recently, and Doom's been a lot of fun. I haven't jumped into the multiplayer yet, but I bought Doom because it was on sale, and I'm an old school Doom fan, and I grew up with the original Doom on my computer, and I played through it. I've beat them, and I love them a lot. You play the Space Marine at a installation at a excavation on Mars, looking for, I guess, I don't know what the original story was. The original story was they're looking for I think they were trying to dig into hell, or that they're looking for renewable sources of energy, and they end up breaking into hell or something, and all hell breaks loose on Mars, and you're the last Marine. You got to fight the hordes of hell in the original first, like, well, no, ID made Wolfenstein 3D before they made Doom, actually. So it was like the second 3D, air quote, 3D game to ever come out, and it was really cool, and it was really different for the time, man. That game was just out there, and then it was
really violent.
Oh yeah, it was so violent.
Oh, my
Actually, it created a lot of mother groups, parental groups against the game, and the game
Bastards.
was literally considered an evil, demonic game just because it had, pictures of gore and
BFG,
pentagrams and demons. Whoa. But I was a huge fan of the game, short story, and I love it. Long story short, it's great. And I was a little disappointed with Doom 3 when it came out. But for as bad as the multiplayer is for the new Doom, is from what I heard, the single player rocks. I love it. As a matter of fact, you can find remakes of the original levels in every single level of Doom. Like they have a bunch of the original levels hidden within the new levels. So if you find it, you get to play through an original level that has, the new monsters in it, and it's just mapped up like the original levels. It's really cool. There's a lot of little things you can pick up to upgrade your weapons. Very nostalgic music that kind of updated the original soundtrack, kind of gave an updated look to the original ARMA from remember the picture of the original game, and it was him standing on the mountain and he was getting pulled down by demons.
Yeah.
That iconic picture. Well, they remade that armor. Everybody's calling it the Halo armor, but this armor's been around. This armor concept's been around a lot longer than, before even Halo was conceived. It's a fun game. If you're looking for a fun, fast-paced, single-player first-person shooter to just run through and you want to blast demons, I highly recommend Doom. It's a lot of fun, man. I also bought a few other games that were on sale. I bought this. I don't know if you are familiar with Project Indigo.
No,
Okay.
I haven't heard of it.
They're famous for making choose your own fate kind of games. A lot like they made Heavy Rain. There you go. They made Heavy Rain. So the game that was Heavy Rain's predecessor was Indigo Prophecy, and they just re-released it and remastered it on Steam, and it's cheap. It's called Fahrenheit Indigo Prophecy Remastered. And so I picked that back up. It's a pretty good port. A lot of fun replaying that game. I know Team Indigo let out a game recently, and I think it's called Beyond Two Souls, but I don't know if that's the game they made. They made another one after Heavy Rain, and I don't know what it was. We'll have to get back to it. If anything, I will. Quantic Dream. They're not called Team Indigo. Whoops. I think they used to be called Project Indigo, but they're called Quantic Dream.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Beyond Two Souls. Heavy Rain, Indigo Prophecy, and Beyond Two Souls are the games that they have made. I've yet to play Beyond Two Souls, but I hear it's really good. It's just that it's
I
not
haven't even heard of it, to be honest.
It's good. It's really good. It's only on PlayStation right now, though. My friend played it. He said it was fantastic. It's got Ellen Page and Willem Dafoe in it, so that's amazing. I love Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe is great. I love it. It's one of my favorite actors. If you haven't seen The Grand Budapest Hotel, he doesn't say, I think he only says like 2 words, but he's easily like one of my favorite characters in that movie. But I've also I've got a bit of news for you, Bags. You're not gonna like it. It's actually gonna probably annoy you.
Well, that's good. This episode's been too happy and full
we've been
of joy.
We've been very,
anyway.
very, very upbeat.
Yeah.
Time to bring it to a downbeat.
Let's do it.
So some news from a company we haven't really heard from making any big strides in their work. Bohemia, everything Bohemia for the rest of my segment.
I hate you. I just want you to be clear that I hate you right now. Bohemia.
Yes. I'm about to read. I've been playing DayZ recently, and we've been having fun. You've been playing with me. I mean, it took them 3 years to get it to work.
And it works as long as you don't pay attention to it.
Yeah.
The zombies are still a little weird.
Zombies are still a little wonky. No, they're not perfect. You're right. And you're right. Every now and then there is still a case of a zombie running through a wall.
Yeah. Anyone who says zombies no longer run through a wall is a fucking liar, and you kick them straight in the balls now. Because they still do run through walls. They can still hit you.
Very rarely. You won the lottery with that one. But it's been fun. The combat system's actually working again with other players. It moves very smoothly now. Everything loads, and I think that's because we have better computers. But they've also optimized the game a lot in the past 3 years. Slowly, but surely they have optimized.
I will give them that. The game is very pretty now, very optimized. The only downside and even back in the day, I didn't think it was a downside. What really irks me is gearing up. And you don't have to play the game like this, but we do was kind of something that...
Server hopping.
Yeah, server hopping, getting gear, finding empty server, getting gear, and then you spend all this time server hopping, getting gear for potentially 5 minutes.
Our friend Cacophonics put it, it's the whole fun of the game is the 2 hours of nothing for 2 minutes of heart attack.
It's, to me, it'd be like training for a fight, right? You train like 6 months for a fight, you go in, you knock the fucker out in like 5 seconds, and you're like, what the hell?
A good way for them to have fixed that, though, is like, they could change, maybe it's too hard for them to change it up, for them to have like a different character for every server. But another thing that would help with that is evenly spread out the loot. Like the one thing I don't really like is that, I get it. The developers want to put hotspots and change them around, but when they do that, they completely, dry out the other parts of the map. There's barely anything on the other sides of the map now. Like you can't find, and some cities will be completely barren.
Exactly. So I agree wholeheartedly.
Like it's ridiculous to have such a big map and have it so barren, It would be great to. I wouldn't mind sticking around a map all day if I was able to walk to these different cities all over the map and find different loot. And I'd understand you'd find better gear by the military bases, so on and so forth. But at least be able to gear up like normally or something in other towns, and then eventually run into a person without having to server hop and keep having to chase that, that fresh spawned gear. Even though gear does respawn every 30 minutes, 30 minutes after, if a place has been empty for 30 minutes, gear will respawn. But, they set a hotspot to a certain location on the map. Pretty rare for it to be empty for a long time,
And I agree. I think that would really, really kill server hopping. Because right now, if you're not in the Northwest Airfield...
Or in Zelenagoras or in Kamenka or Bolota.
One of those,
The East, which might I add, what a pain in the ass it is that the majority of the time you're spawning way in the Northeast or way in the East. It's ridiculous. They should level that out a bit.
Right now, that's where you're getting the gear. You can run through the other cities and you might get a gun. And that's another thing. They need to make the other guns more common and the ammo for them more common.
A bit more common.
Yeah, and I think that would, because...
like pistols. Pistols are like a commodity, a hot commodity.
Yeah.
You can find a bunch of pistols, but barely any fucking magazines.
And, these guns aren't bad. In this game, it doesn't take a whole lot to kill somebody. You can kill a fully person with an AK with a freaking sporter.
Hell, we knew a guy who would kill people with his bare hands. His name was Smith.
Oh god, that guy. Anyway,
it's so but
if they spread it out and made some of this stuff more common, then I think it would work, and I think it'd be a lot better. But we're not talking about DayZ.
But we digress. If you're looking to get back into DayZ, it's pretty fun now. A little too late. Too little, too late. But they're still working on it. The next update's gonna fix gun sounds and distances, so it's gonna you'll be able to judge where people are by listeting to
They're gonna break it. I can feel it.
It's already gonna be broken.
That adding is gonna make the zombies
and they're gonna add a crop duster.
Oh.
Okay, so let's drop that. So I'm about to read you all a quick article from PC Gamer. Bohemia Interactive just announced 2 new projects. Oh boy. The company behind ARMA 3 and DayZ today announced a pair of new games, and they're both playable now in an early form. They're already avoiding saying it's an early access game.
Let me cut off the article right there and say, if you lead with the game company known for ARMA and DayZ,
you're already like digging your own fucking grave.
Like, oh god, those assholes.
Those assholes. You mean the Dean Hall who made millions of dollars and left us all in the dust? Anyways, Wildlands and Project Argo are products of a new part of the studio dedicated to experimental games called Bohemia Incubator.
That sounds gross.
That sounds really fucking gross.
Fucking cringe name.
That is a terribly okay. The Bohemia Incubator. While Bohemia says that its core focus is on ARMA, DayZ, and Take On, it sees Incubator as a chance to test concepts at a very early stage. Really?
Like optimizing your games?
Maybe? Their core focus are ARMA and DayZ? Come on. I mean,
that's what they're known for.
But, they're not really focusing. When it takes them 3 years to actually get a game optimized, that's not focus.
They haven't even gotten ARMA optimized. What are you talking about?
I mean, DayZ. Excuse me.
Okay.
The Incubator is a chance to test. Okay, concepts at a very blah, blah. There are several reasons for wanting to release experimental games and involve players into the developmental process. First and foremost, it can help us test whether certain design concepts work or not, and if they're fun. What they're trying to say is we're trying not to pay video game testers.
Yeah, basically.
But it can also help guide the development of our technology and tools, i.e., put more money into other shit and not pay video game testers. Sorry, everybody who went to DeVry or ITT Tech.
How about they just stop there and read the comment section of like Steam, the feedback section, or even on their forum. Read that. That'd be a good start on how to improve your games. Now, I'm just saying.
Apparently, they have a new engine coming out called Infusion.
Oh, that's good. That's not.
Oh yeah, but it can help guide the development of our technology and tools, or supporting services like networking solutions and online community platforms. Shit, this whole time I thought reviews, Steam, the whole online Steam community and the reviews and just reading what other people post up. I thought that's what that was already.
No.
Oh,
that was a thing to be ignored.
This was an FAQ response from those jackasses. The new projects are very distinct. Wildlands is a sandbox single-player and multiplayer building game built in the Unity engine that's intended for all ages. It's a colorful
Minecraft?
And low. It's more like Triangle Craft.
Well, we can't do squares. That's all played out.
That's all played out. We're doing polygons.
Okay, I can see it now. Bohemia Studios. No, what do we need, guys? Building games are popular. Okay, but what do we do? Well, squares are played out. I know! Triangles!
Triangles and diamonds. Polygons.
God.
The trailer shows off a few different settings and biomes, from a Wild West town to an archaeological site, forest farm, samurai battle arena, and to midnight castle siege.
Eat a dick. That's going to be unoptimized and shit. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like dog crap.
Unoptimized shit.
It's currently available in Bohemia's store for $10 because I'm sure Steam was like, fuck you, you're not doing this again.
Not this time.
It's in Bohemia's store for $10 or as a free time-limited trial.
God.
The next one, Project Argo, is an ARMA 3 total conversion and transforms Bohemia's massive military simulator into a 5-on-5 tactical game. Oh no, they're turning it into fucking Counter-Strike.
Yeah, so CS:GO? What?
Siege? Right now, Argo has 3 modes. 2 are focused on controlling sectors or capture points, and another on attack and defend. In each of the three game modes, players also Team Fortress, Overwatch, which can dramatically. Oh my god!
Cringe.
So, oh god, this is god awful. What the hell is wrong with them?
Why?
Why?
Bohemia?
There's nothing new or innovative about what they're doing.
No, they see these games are selling well, doing
the ones that you have. Like, why? Why would you even try to make 2 or 3 other games when you haven't finished the 2 that you're supposed to have done already, you motherfuckers?
And not to bash on them, ARMA has everything it needs to be an absolutely amazing game. Variety of game modes, mods out of the ass, and they're okay with the mods. So you can mod all you want. The only thing holding it back is optimizing it. If they spent the time optimizing that game, I wouldn't probably touch another game for a long time because it's that good. Everything it needs is there. I just need to be able to get in a firefight without my really good computer. It's a really good computer.
Yeah.
Dropping to like 5 frames a second. Like, it would be so thrilling. I mean, it's there. Just optimize it, fuckers. Come on.
You have the stuff. Just work with it.
God damn. I hate Bohemia.
But yeah, that's what they got going on, man. So, oh boy, Bohemia.
I want to rant for a second, because while you were talking about it, I looked up this Wylands game, and holy fuck.
It looks terrible.
It is god awful looking. What it is. It's like...
I'd rather play Minecraft.
It's like a Minecraft abortion. I'm like clicking through the pictures of it and just nope. I will rant the rest of the time if I keep looking at that. I'm gonna close that. Okay. Jesus, I hate it so much. Why Bohemia? You wasted so much money. Okay.
Anyways, and before we just segue, this is completely. Did we ever? There was some movement at our friends at Hello Games. Some progress at the No Man's Sky Studios.
They released an expansion or an update, and I heard it was amazing.
No, it wasn't.
That I read an article and they said it was amazing. I don't know. Yeah, I don't play the game.
They released farming.
Farming? That was
farming.
Yeah. Whatever.
I mean, I guess they optimized a few things, but the main thing was farming. And yeah, too little, too late, asshole. Oh boy. So
right.
Pokemon. There's been a new Pokemon game. Came out right after my birthday.
I got it. Still playing through it.
Years.
So I got a list here. I'm gonna ramble it out, and we'll go from there. All right.
Okay.
So
right on. Our last segment. I'm sure this will be.
Oh yeah.
Closer.
So this game is very, very pretty for a DS game, for a Pokemon game. The first thing that caught me was like, wow, this is a really pretty game. Pokemon is, usually not. X and Y were pretty, but this is a gorgeous game. Right away you got a cutscene. In the beginning, you don't have cutscenes in Pokemon. Not like real traditional cutscenes that like set up a story like this did. I mean,
there's an actual cutscene.
Yeah, your mom is really trash. I want to say trash, but really just a bad mom in this game. She's like, let's move this island so I can party with a bunch of islanders. It's, I don't know. So
always single mothers, right?
I don't know. I want to see the dad. I want to see.
Anyway, there's never a dad around.
Yeah, I don't know.
Every single game, it's always been a single mom.
I don't know. It's kind of like their thing. So, as I mentioned, it's an island setting. So it's like a Pacific island setting, Hawaii, that kind of stuff. And it's really nice. There's some new features. You can switch Pokemon out of your party to instantly add newly caught Pokemon. I don't remember this being in a game before. So if you captured one, it'd be sent to your box and you have to go to Pokemon Center and drag it out. Now you don't. You can just say, "Do
Drop
we add
them
to your
right
party?"
in your party.
Yep, boom, in your party. Awesome. Love that feature.
That was really cool. What I don't like is that you can't on the trade network is that you can only look if you're looking for specific Pokemon. You can only look for Pokemon you've seen.
See, I haven't really traded on the trade network, so that's kind of depressing.
Wonder Trade still works though. You can still get random Pokemon, but I don't know if it's crossed over with X and Y and like Omega Red, Omega Ruby. My bad.
The starter Pokemon. So there's what is it? Papilo. What was the cat's name?
Litten,
and then some fucking owl. I don't know, but
the owl.
I gotta say these are by far, in my opinion, the cutest starting Pokemon in a while. These are all three pretty damn adorable, and I would
they're pretty cute.
I would choose any of them. To me, Papila though, a little seal. Oh, I can't not choose.
I got the seal also.
One thing that I did like, as in every generation, they added a new Pokemon, which is cool. I mean, it keeps it fresh, but in the past, they've added some really stupid,
really dumb Pokemon.
Like, what is it, Hone Edge or whatever, the sword? That's
one stupid. That was just a bear with a circle in its stomach.
Ursa Ring, right? Yeah. But what they did with this one is they basically took older Pokemon and they put new skins on them, which is cool. It's like a new variant. I mean, they called them Alola, like
they're Alola forms,
Alola Pikachus and stuff, and they're really cool. And I think it's a really good idea, something that they probably should have done a long time ago. Because instead of having to think of a new Pokemon every time, you're like, okay, let me just reskin this one.
Let's reskin them and make them different because of the geographical setting.
Exactly. And that would have saved, I think, a lot of stupid Pokemon. Because there really are out there a lot of really dumb ones. And so that was really cool. Overall, all the new ones I think are pretty cool, pretty novel looking. Nothing really completely stupid, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I like that in the starting area. So before in the past, there was always a rat or some rodent and a bird. That was all you found in the starting area. When you got a little further, you'd find like a forest with bugs, but that was kind of the theme. This one, no. You walk out of the house as soon as you get a Pokeball, and you can catch, a huge variety. I think before I left that first area, I caught over 20 different types, which is fucking fantastic. You can build a good party. You're set right there, and that was really nice. That was a nice addition, and it's something that they really, really needed.
Huh.
Did you notice that? How many there were?
Yeah, I did actually.
The Pokedex is fucking cool.
Yeah, the Rotom Dex is badass. I like that. Yeah.
So, for Rotom is like this little electrical Pokemon that lives in electronic devices. So what they did is they put it in a Pokedex, and now you have this little Pokedex that talks to you. It's really cool. Really
interacts. It's got a little Pokemon infused into him.
Yeah. You have this new thing. Well, it's not new. They've tried it in the past, but it was pretty useless before. It's called Pokemon Refresh. And before it was like where you'd put little outfits on your Pokemon, pet them, and all that stuff. But it was kind of
and now useless. You can heal them of their conditions and stuff,
exactly.
Which is really cool.
And it forces you to use it, which if you don't like it, it might annoy you. But it's pretty cool.
It's a really cool way to get your Pokemon like awake or unparalyzed without having to buy anything or look for anything or run all the way back to the Poke Center.
Exactly. So that was really cool. Another thing that I noticed, which was pretty minor, is the XP seems to be a lot more evenly distributed among Pokemon who fight in the battle. Now, it just, I don't know. Before, it seemed really lopsided to the person who killed it, and same with the XP all or XP share, whatever. It didn't seem as evenly distributed, and now it does, which is pretty cool. You also gain XP after you catch a Pokemon now.
Yeah.
That's new.
That's new. You get XP from the battle now.
That's fantastic.
That's really cool. You should have been getting XP from catching Pokemon.
Right?
because you had to weaken it anyways.
Yeah. Another really cool feature, and I'm doing all the positive and there are some negatives, but another cool feature is there's a lot more special requirements to level Pokemon now. So before it's usually a level or a stone. Then they added you had to have a special time of day, and then they had to hold items. Well, they combined all of that now. Yeah. So some of them you have to have a certain affection level. They have to be holding a certain item.
Like that one new bug electric type that we got grubbing.
Yeah.
For its third form, you have to be on a certain place on the map.
Yeah.
And level him up there, and then he'll evolve.
And then there was one of them, your Pokemon had to know the move Stomp in order to level up and to
evolve.
And that's really cool. That adds a lot of things. It's a little gimmicky if you're just going to go on and Google it and figure it out and like, oh my god, I got to do this. But if you sit around and you figure it out, it really adds some depth because you got to figure out how the hell do I get my Meowth to level? What do I got to do? Fuck you, Meowth. Level. Or not level, evolve. And that's really cool. I think it adds a nice little.
It is really
depth.
cool, man. The game is overall really fun to play, and it's a good like refreshed version of the game. It's different and it's fun to play. It's just amazing that they were able to pump out something really, really refreshing after 20 years of doing this.
It did. The biggest change is there's no gyms. You don't go around.
You fight champions
gyms. You fight champions.
Captains.
Yeah. They're like little trials. It's captains, and they have the captain trials on these islands, and each of them give you Z stones, which allow you to use certain moves that are like super powered, whatever. But the no gyms thing is really cool. They're like little mini dungeons, kind of, and they're like trials, and they're different. So it's pretty cool. At the end of every island, you got to fight the Kahuna, which is the gym leader, basically. But just going to a city and fighting a gym, then leaving that's not now. You got to spend a little more time, and I think that's the biggest change actually. Is they took away gyms. They're gone, and there's a lot more trials. There's at least one for every type, so like 13 or 15 trials now. So that was really cool.
That's really cool.
Now my complaints. My first one is there's so much fucking talking and downtime. Holy fuck, let me play the game. I know how to catch a Pokemon. I think the addition of the story is cool, but shut the fuck up and let me go catch a Pokemon. Stop forcing me to listen to you and all this. I want to catch a Pokemon.
There's a lot of story in this one now.
There's so much, and I don't mind it, but it's just non-stop. It's too much, and it really breaks up the flow at times where I want to go run around and catch Pokemon, and it's like, no, you gotta sit here and listen. I'm on a new island. I'm like, I want to go out and explore. No, you got to listen. You got to go talk to that guy before you can do anything. And you're like, no, I want to catch Pokemon. Yeah.
Oh well, I guess we're in a time where people got to hold hands.
Oh,
for
dude,
a long time.
There's so much. There's so much. Just like I get it, and the games have been doing that. There's a good video on YouTube from Egoraptor, where he talks about that. Where there's so much I get it moments in games, and you can go listen to that. It's a good video.
Right on.
My biggest peeve on this game, though, is the names are censored. I like naming my Pokemon horrible names, and
they're not letting you name it.
They wouldn't let me name it. So I wanted to name. Oh God, what did I wanted to name my Pokemon Fart. It was like a gas Pokemon. I'm gonna name him Fart, and it was like. Invalid name. I'm like, what? No. Fart. It's not even a bad name. That wasn't even bad. I was just being childish. It's like, no, you can't name it Fart.
Can't name it Fart.
So I got pissed, and I'm like, you know what? Come Fart. And it allowed it. So I have a Pokemon Come Fart. So I'm going off, and it won't let you name it. Like, I want to name my Pokemon Fuck Duck, but it wouldn't let me name it Fuck Duck. Clitoris. It would let me name a Pokemon Clitoris. I mean, come on. It's my fucking Pokemon. I'm an adult. I should be able to name whatever I want.
That's very true.
If you come on along on the trade and you have a Pokemon, you find a Pokemon with a horrible name, it's probably mine. Because That's my goal now, to get every 10-year-old out there with a cum dumpster for a Pokemon. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think? Well, I mean, what do you have? I've ranted. What do you think of the game?
Well, I haven't beaten the game yet. I haven't gotten too far because I'm playing it like in between things, like when I go to the bathroom or when I'm waiting for something to load.
Oh, it's your shitter game.
I've only gotten to the second island. I've enjoyed it. I'm slowly collecting all my original Pokemon, so that's a lot of fun. It's really cool trying to figure out how to level different things up. Right now, I'm wondering if they changed the egg hatching business because I have it in my team and I've been walking around a lot and fighting a lot with it. It just hasn't really done anything.
I can tell you that Egg's an Eevee, by the way.
What's up?
Egg's an Eevee, by the way. Yeah, just spoiler.
Right on. Well, that's cool. Well,
yeah. Overall, it's definitely the best Pokemon game that's been out in a while, maybe ever. It's a really good Pokemon game overall. If we had to do that critic thing, I'd give it an 8. I'd say it's a really good game. It has some flaws, some annoyances, but it's a really good game.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? What do you think? Early opinions?
I think it's really good. I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm enjoying all the little side stuff and the mini games and the extra things you can do for your Pokemon to make them better. Leveling up just about everything, honestly. Nice. But it's a good game. I recommend it. I totally recommend it.
I would, if you're gonna buy a DS for a game, this would be the one, I think.
Yeah.
Man, this episode went fast. I think it's because I wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Nah, it was a good episode.
It was. So, that's going to be it for this time. Next time, we're going to have Final Fantasy 15, and I'll add something for us to get angry about. I feel a little dirty because we didn't get really angry this episode, and I feel like I need to be mad at something when we do this. So, I'll make sure we have that rant.
Next episode, we'll have something that'll make us angry.
Yep, so we're going to have... I'll break it down now for you guys. The upcoming schedule for this next month. We're going to have another episode coming out towards the end of December where we talk about Final Fantasy and something else I don't know yet. And then we're going to have a special end of the year edition where we're going to bring in a couple of our friends, AC and Thundercrotch, and we're going to go through and talk about the games that have come out this year and how good they've been, how bad, what we liked, what we didn't. So we're going to have that, which is going to be a special...
It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good group show.
It's going to be a good group show. And then we're probably going to take a couple weeks breaks off. Let us, process the new year.
Play some video games.
Play some games. And then
we'll be back. Get some new content going.
And then we'll be back, and we're going to have good things upcoming for show. I haven't talked to Bong about it, but... I think we're getting ready to start recording this live and streaming this live
streaming
on Twitch.
Live out to get me a webcam.
Yeah, we'll have to get webcam for you, and we'll have to get new art. So, I mean, that's coming. The show is just getting started. We're only going to get bigger. We're only going to get better.
We're only going to get louder.
Louder. Yarg.
But anyways, it's going to be hopefully good. We'll get to a point where we'll start be able to bring in like listeners, play a video game as we're recording.
Exactly.
And bring people in to play with us.
One thing you guys can do for me. I see you out there watching. I check the numbers daily because we know you're listening. We know you're listening. Give us some feedback. Whether it's on YouTube, send it to me on Twitter.
Tell us we suck. Tell us we're good. Whatever you think. Like
we're doing this for you guys. We can rant in a channel by ourselves all day. We're doing this for you. Give us some feedback.
Hell, me and Bags might even be up to doing a let's play. Like, I didn't want to go cliche route, but like, shit, we'll play video games for you guys if you want us to play us and have us play, like, have a stream. I mean, have a podcast dedicated to me and Bags playing a game for an hour together.
Exactly.
And commenting, or one of us playing a single player game while we both comment and the other watches.
Oh, I could do that so good. Remember when you were playing? That would be a lot
of fun.
Oh, what were you playing? Deus Ex. Oh.
Deus Ex, yeah. We could do stuff like that. That was a lot of fun.
All right, guys.
Alrighty, y'all. Well, we'll see you all next time. Probably have another one up in a week because we're behind.
This one, I'm going to it up in 2 days.
2 days. No, but we're going to be recording another one.
We'll be recording in a week.
Alrighty. Well, you all have a good one. It's a good episode. See you all next week.
Catch you next time.